You're going to go from door to door next to each other.
A briefing in the grounds of Pontefract Castle for a team from Wakefield Council raising awareness today of surge testing in the area. They're out in force, knocking on doors, encouraging people to take a PCR test, following what the public health team has called an explosion in cases in the Wakefield district.
We've entered into the surge testing because there's been a bit of a rise in cases and we're wanting to try and combat that and to keep it under control. We've started in the Pontefract area because the cases are slightly higher here, but it is very much a district-wide approach.
People living here welcomed the knock on the door.
I think it's great that people are knocking on doors because I've been to see a friend this morning and she knew nothing about the surge testing in Pontefract, and she lives quite close to us here, so a lot of people don't know.
In less than a week in Wakefield, positive COVID cases have risen from 80 to 100 per 100,000 people, and that's worrying.
What we're actually seeing this time round is high rates within our young people's population, which isn't leading to hospital admissions or deaths. What I am really concerned about, though, is the impact on both the sort of physical and mental health of those children, particularly bearing in mind that they're missing lots of their education when they're needing to self-isolate.
Well, I'm the type of guy that likes to roam around.
Over at Clayton West in Kirklees, there was a party atmosphere as people waited for their vaccinations at one of 15 pop-up grab-a-jab hubs running this weekend. With no appointment necessary, health officials are hoping more people will come forward for their vaccinations.
Everybody understands that the way out of this pandemic is for everybody to have their jab and as quickly as possible. So, you know, if we can make that easier for people, if we can make that more convenient for people, that's our aim.
So the infections in Kirklees are higher than we would like them to be, but they're no longer going up, partly because of the vaccination programme and the success of that. And again, that's another really important reason why we want people to come forward and get their vaccines as soon as they're eligible.
Some of the staff here have made a return to work to help get as many people jabbed as possible.
I've been retired 6 years and I thought that if people like ourselves don't step forward, then this vaccination programme doesn't happen. People who are working, the nurses who are working, can't be released to do this job, so we're here.
It's hoped hundreds more people will be vaccinated in the grab-a-jab hubs over the weekend as the fight to stop the spread continues. Ian White, BBC Look North.